It's what the people of Mississippi want, and it's what the people of Mississippi deserve. And as governor, I'll ask the legislature to pass the bill, and I'll sign it into law within the first 100 hours the legislature is in session. As a Benton County supervisor, I had the opportunity to be part of something very special. It was my privilege, along with Walker Tucker, and I've seen Walker here somewhere, and many, many volunteers, to help start what is now Benton Medical Center and to recruit to Benton County its first dentist. You can be proud, ladies and gentlemen, of the fact that our clinic has become one of the most successful rural health clinics in the entire South and has served as a model for similar health care facilities all over North Mississippi. Thousands of people are receiving better care because of initiatives that we took here 25 years ago. Imagine what can happen to healthcare in Mississippi when we take that same kind of initiative to our state capital. I am in the process of putting the finishing touches on my Mississippi healthcare plan, and I look forward to talking about its specifics in various forums throughout this campaign. But you can rest assured that it will not include kicking 65,000 people off of the Medicaid rolls. If I am faced with some of those tough budgetary decisions regarding Medicaid, my solution will not be to punish tens of thousands of our state's most fragile by denying them the help they so desperately need. I will fight to see that the big corporations making millions and millions of dollars from our program share in our solutions to those problems and not just balance our financial problems on the backs of our children and elderly that need our help the most. You probably had a friend or a family member that was affected by those cuts, or maybe it was a neighbor or someone you went to church with. But irregardless, this is not the type of leadership we need in Jackson, Mississippi. When you elect me governor, my priorities in health care will be for more access and greater affordability, and I'll provide it without turning my back on the Mississippians who need it most. As your state senator, I work to champion the cause of local government and public education. I come from a rich lineage of educators. My grandfather was superintendent of education here in Benton County, and both my mother and father were public school teachers. From the day I was born, I was taught the importance of a good education. I am working to create a plan that will allow our next generations to get the education they need to compete and win in a global marketplace. As Chief of Staff to Governor Ronnie Musgrove, I had the opportunity to help lead many of the efforts that have helped to shape the state of Mississippi as we know it today. I was there for Nissan, and I was there for Wellspring from the very beginning. There was not, ladies and gentlemen, there was not a prouder person in Mississippi yesterday when the announcement came down that Toyota had chosen to build its newest United States manufacturing facility right here in North Mississippi. And let me tell you why I was so proud. I remember very vividly, just like it was yesterday, when those three counties got together and came up with that idea and didn't know where to turn to get it started. And the guy they called was Bill Renick. After they called me, I went straight to Governor Musgrove and to my friend Steve Hale, who is standing on the stage with. Steve Hale, by the way, is the former mayor of Senatobia and the director of the Mississippi Development Authority at that time. and also my campaign manager, by the way. But I went to Steve and I went to Governor Musgrove and I said, these guys up in Pontotoc, Union, and Lee counties have got a great idea. They need some seed money to get this thing started. They sent an application by Federal Express to my office in Jackson on a Thursday, and on a Friday I drove to Tupelo, Mississippi and hand delivered that $250,000 check that made Wellspring give it its start. I look very, very forward to places like Benton County and Tippah County and Marshall County reaping benefits off of what took place yesterday. And I don't run from Haley Barber making that announcement. I run to it because I helped plant the seed that grew it up yesterday. And let me say, I was there for Wellspring as Chief of Staff to a governor, and I will be very honored to cut the ribbon on it in 2009 as the governor of Mississippi. I was privileged to be a part of a leadership team that fully funded our adequate education program for the first time in history. As your governor, I will pass an education plan that won't just fight for adequacy, but will strive for excellency. I will take politics out of the classroom and put control of the schools in the hands of the people who are responsible for educating our children. Funding for education will come from the first fruits of our state budget. And gone, no more will be the day of our school children sitting and waiting until all the games in the state capitol have been played before they fund education in Mississippi. Mississippi can be first, ladies and gentlemen, at a lot of things, and they can be first at innovative ideas, but only if the governor will put Mississippi first. I am committed to fighting this fight for the people of Mississippi. As hard as I have worked preparing for this day, and as determined as I am to win this election, I recognize that I can't do it without your help. We are in a primary and a general election, hopefully, against opponents with unlimited resources. Money is no object to either of them. But fortunately, Mississippi is not for sale to the highest bidder. I do not apologize for being a common man with modest means. I will take this fight for the common man and not be scared, awed, or envious of my opponent's wealth or resources, but I will put my faith in the hard-working, God-fearing Mississippians standing up for what they believe in and becoming a part of the process. I need you to visit our website. Now, who would have thought Bill Renick would have ever had a website? BillRenick.com. Learn more about how you can join this effort. I need you to talk to your neighbors, your co-workers, your family members, and friends, and tell them that we've got a candidate for governor who is ready and committed to set our state back on the right track.